guys, it's Deanne from This Farm Girl Cooks. Today I'm going to show you how to make hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. So my Instant Pot may be different if you have a newer model. They all work the same. My lid might be a little different than yours, or my insert might be a little different than yours. But regardless, they'll all cook hard-boiled eggs the same. Now, something to know is that the eggs are going to take about the same amount of time as they would if you cooked them on the stovetop. But the difference, in case you haven't heard, is in how they peel. They peel like a dream. You can almost get the eggshell off in two simple pieces. So it is definitely worth your time to give it a try if you have an Instant Pot. So initially I used to do this insert here. And if you have one like this, you can certainly use it. The eggs just go right in here like this. And if you do it like this, you can fit 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs. What I've started doing more recently is using a vegetable steamer basket, and I can cook many more eggs. I can cook almost up to a dozen in here. So for today's purposes, I'm gonna do this because I'm sharing some with my parents. So I'm the hard-boiled egg coordinator. My parents happen to live 5 minutes away, so that's one of the perks. Let me grab a glass here for water. And when you use an Instant Pot, you always need to make sure you're using half a cup to a cup of liquid, and that's what's going to help everything come up to pressure. So we're going to put in our water, and I've got the steamer basket. It's in here. And if you want to just zoom in, my sister is helping me today. And so is Luke, my 2-year-old. He's roaming around. Ta-da! And Duke the dog. So we're just going to stack these. Just a minute, buddy. These aren't cooked. He loves the hard-boiled eggs. He likes peeling them. So I'm going to set these in here. And we've got the water in. And all I'm going to do is just put on the lid. I'm working backwards here, so bear with me here. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put it on manual. Oops. Okay, manual 5 minutes. And that's what I like for a hard-boiled egg. If you wanted to do a runnier egg, you'd do a little bit less. Could maybe go up to 6, but 5 seems to be the ultimate for me for a good hard-boiled egg. So it's going to take a few minutes to come up for pressure, and then it's going to cook backwards from 5, and we'll check in when that happens. All right, so the timer just went off. The 5 minutes of the pressure cooking is done. We're going to go ahead and let this just natural release. That means just let it sit tight for 5 minutes. It's going to actually count down from us, so it'll have the L, and then when it gets to 0.5, we'll do a quick release, which just means we're going to turn this to vent to let the rest of the steam out. And then it's going to go into an ice bath. And an ice bath is really simple. It sounds complicated. It's ice and water. And the eggs are going to go in here so it stops the cooking process. And that's going to also keep us from getting that green line that you sometimes get around the eggs. So this is going to be here waiting for the eggs to come for a swim. And we're going to wait for that to just get down to the 5 minutes of natural release. All right, our 5 minutes is up. We're going to go ahead and just be aware, it's not scary, it's just steam, but be aware that there's going to be steam coming out here. It shouldn't be too much after the 5 minutes. Well, that wasn't real loud. There's like no steam, but that's great. So we're going to take off the lid. There's our eggs, and they're just going to go right in here into the cold water to stop the cooking process. Now, every now and then, these eggs might have like a little brown part on the inside of the shell. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with it. I don't know if it has to do with where they touched one another. I don't have a scientific reason for it, but there's nothing wrong with the eggs. They still taste good. We're talking very minor eggshell blemish. So anyway, if you do see that, don't be concerned. But these are gonna sit here for 5 minutes to stop the cooking process, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we peel. All right, so we've cooled the eggs for 5 minutes, and now we're ready to crack one and show you what they look like. And I've got Luke, he's gonna help me out, right? Yes. Okay, can you go ahead and crack your egg and peel it? I was talking about how easy they peel. And they really do just come off in a nice sheet. So if you're making deviled eggs for Easter, definitely keep this in mind because you won't have any of those tears or missing layers that happen. And go ahead and just cut it open so I can show you what they look like on the inside. We'll go a long ways. All right, so here you can see they don't have that kind of gross ring. It doesn't really hurt anything, but visually they're much prettier. And they're so easy, a 2-year-old can do it too. Good job, buddy. And here, I'm gonna show you this real quick too. That little brown part that I was talking about, I think it's just where the egg maybe touches another egg or the metal, but anyway, the egg is perfectly fine. It's just on the outer shell. So we're gonna get snacking. Are we gonna eat that? Okay, can you say bye-bye?
Bye.